Yeah, you know, it's time. I was gonna. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing. We just gonna watch it. We just gonna watch it, and we gonna talk while we watch. I will say though, this actually makes me want to play Mario Kart because I'm not. I have Mario Kart. I don't really play Mario Kart. I'm not really good at Mario Kart, and that's part of why I don't really be playing it. But like, this looks good. Like, this looks great, and it looks like so much fun. Oh, let's rock, Mark. We're not playing no more. We can't play Switch games together no more. We can't. We especially can't be playing Switch games with Myers. Right, you have to get good, and I'm not good. I can't drift to save my life. But this just looks like it has so much more going on than just like Mario Kart. And I like the fact that we have like new modes and stuff. In Mario Kart, I can teach you though. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. It does, but I got the game so long ago, I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been so long.
Hello everyone, I'm Koichi Kawamoto.
Why are the subtitles in French?
Nintendo Direct. I'm
Hello?
the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World,
the subtitles
launching
in
exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now,
right, the outfits
were
cute.
This brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
Look, I know I took French at school, but I wasn't that good at it.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series.
I do really like the fact that it seems like you can drive anywhere.
Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are.
I don't know how falling off the map is gonna work in that situation, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Okay, this got me. I liked because I like that it feels like you're actually going to get that feeling because we already know this Mario Kart game is going to be out forever. We will probably not get a new Mario Kart game until the next console comes out. Like, we will probably not get another like Mario Kart game until the next console. So I like the fact that like there's still different ways that these maps can change. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when it came to Mario Kart, like the map was the map. And the appeal was they just added so many different maps that you didn't have to play the same maps all the time. But I genuinely like the fact that like you'll have like real-time like weather conditions that will just make the maps look different, interact different. It's giving Forza. It's giving me Forza. A lot of this is giving me Forza. But you have to pay.
And in this Mario Kart game,
and then aren't there like something like 30 people playing?
Virtually everywhere.
Or is it like 16?
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a
like I feel like most people just play the classic Grand Prix and call it a day.
Don't sleep at the wheel.
If I'm playing,
you'll also drive to the next course
like the old, like from the old Mario games.
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
This looks cool, even though I would get knocked out probably first round.
Race non-stop from one corner of the
this
world
mode
to another.
looks so cool to me.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you
They
make
did.
it all the way to
Thank
the finish
you.
line?
They did have balloon battle. Like, come on, that looks so cool. Even though, again, I probably get kicked out in the first round. I still think it's cool. Sounds like they put it up. Yeah.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you.
I'm curious about, like, this.
You can also go for scenic drives.
Like, this is very much also it's giving Mario meets Forza to me. Like, they just tried to figure out how to make it more open so that if you don't want to race or you don't want to do the Grand Prix or the bubbles, like, you have other stuff to do, and the maps are so big that, like, you can really go anywhere. I like that.
Mario Kart World!
You know what they added to this game? They added more longevity. Like, I feel like they added a lot of longevity to the last game because they kept putting out more content. And then they figured out, like, okay, how can we... Because the thing is, like, even though, yes, I feel like, again, I could be wrong, I feel like they kept adding more maps, but at a certain point, like, you're still playing the same Mario Kart. And people are wondering, like, when are we going to get a new Mario Kart? Because we haven't had a new Mario Kart since the first Switch dropped. And it really just seems like they figured out, like, how can we add longevity to this game that's not adding more maps? Like, let's not do what we did last time. Even though it worked, it was great. People still loved it. People are still to this day playing that Mario Kart game. But it really just seemed like they were like, how can we add, like, longevity and depth to Mario Kart so that people want to continue to play for the next few years? Not just because they want to race with their friends, but because there's so much stuff to do within the game.
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
We'll share
Yo,
more
they was
details
killing
in the
me with
future,
this.
so
I'm
we
like,
hope
can
you're
y'all tell
looking
me what
forward
day
to
that is? What day is it?
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Good night, sweet.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2. And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button. Let's take a look at some new experiences.
You love
it
this
offers.
open world, you gotta race.
I'm still ahead of all
I
of you
understand,
guys.
sweet. I can barely hang myself. We gotta talk about this.
That was you? So quick.
Because first of all, this looks like Discord. But second of all, there is no reason that last Switch did not have voice chat.
Coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on, no.
Oh. Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
With this feature,
I'm not
you'll be
gonna-
able to communicate with friends and
I'm gonna
family
bring that up.
while playing
I'm
the
gonna bring
game.
that up.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Yeah, follow me.
Okay.
Off for an adventure.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? All right,
I'm
let's keep
just
going.
glad that we don't have
It
to
can
use
pick
the
up your
app
speaking
anymore.
voice
Not that I don't
clearly,
think anybody
even from a
used the app. I
distance.
feel like everybody was
Jump on
using
here.
Discord to talk.
All right, let's keep going. Let's come. Let's make
Maybe
our left
Splatoon
right
will
here.
work
Make
better
a
now.
When
Oh
it's
my
noisy
god, we
around
can
you,
actually talk
your
to
voice
teammates.
will still come through clearly,
Hi, Otaku.
letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's
I'm
all-
really
And
interested in
you
like
can
how
use
good this
feature in
microphone
handheld
actually
mode,
is
too,
if
letting
you can be
easily
that
chat
far.
with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
you can also share your game screen. Did you see
Okay. This is what I can't handle. I cannot stand the lag that is in the screen sharing. I cannot. Just like going back to what Sweet said, I need them to upgrade from a potato because look at that down there. Like I can't. It looks so
I
bad.
got it. I got
It looks so bad.
Okay.
And that would actually distract me while I'm
chat
playing.
to your heart's
I
content,
love the idea.
even while playing different games.
I like this. I like the fact that you can still like share your screen and you can still talk even if you're not playing the same games. It literally, why do I feel like they've just been collecting data for the last, like, I don't know, few years? And they're like, what do the people like? Well, they like Discord. How do we put Discord on the Switch? Let's not add Discord. Let's just make our shit look like Discord. I was like, they like open worlds a little bit more. Forza's pretty cool. Let's figure out how to make Mario Kart open world. But I'm like, yo, the lagging is so bad. It would, if you want to mess up my driving, turn on your screen share. Turn on your screen share. Because it will be so noticeable. It will throw me off no matter how big a TV I am racing on. That I might lose. Skype is going out of business. It's going to be oh my god, it's going to be as bad as the blue shell. It really is. It makes Discord look it really does make Discord look better. I'm surprised when I got my Switch that it didn't have Discord. Yes, it looks like this in the presentation. Like, it just... And you know what? Hold on. You know what? If they showed it in the direct, this was the best. Yo, this was the best that they could ever get this to look if it's in the direct like this.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh wow, I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
That lag.
Kirby, look, you're a star. That's so cute. So cute.
It will never look better than
your game
this.
Screen.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
look at them.
Or expand another friend's game screen.
You gotta get above.
Why would I want to watch this?
You're almost there.
It's just like the wall. Like if she gets past the wall.
Nah, y'all gonna have to look. I love y'all. Y'all gonna have to get a capture card or something. Y'all gonna have to get a capture card or something. Y'all cannot have me looking at your screens like this. I'm so sorry. Y'all better hit me up in Discord. God forbid you get stuck in a game that only I know how to fix and you're like, Majestic, please. I can't. If this is our only option, I can't. We gotta do streamer things. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not even a resolution snob. I can't do it.
Everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait. Okay, I think we have to try.
Like, Ash, it's just so bad. It's so bad.
Okay, are you ready?
Smile.
Yay.
Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay. Sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more.
I do like that it's just
And
a button
there's
in the controller. That makes it a lot
By connecting
easier.
this camera to the system.
Hey!
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo, Nick.
Hi, how's everyone doing? Good?
What is this Microsoft Teams ass remove your background? I love the concept. I genuinely do. I love the concept. I do not love the execution. I don't. I don't love the execution.
You can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the
Yeah,
camera.
that looks well. Let's hope a third-party camera does better. Right.
I bet you like that.
Can I plug my DSLR?
Please look forward to games
You have the
with
words
user
out my mouth.
camera
I see
feed
the
like
vision.
this.
It's not for me, but I love the vision.
No,
Yeah, that
wait.
looks good.
Go
That
left,
looks
go
good.
left. Left,
Oh, wait, maybe
left.
let's
Okay.
go a little more this way.
I love the integration
Using
into
game
Mario
chat.
Party. I do.
Even when you're apart. You can play games and hang out as if you
Mark, we have already talked about it. It will never look better than it does right now. It will never look better than it does right now. Y'all, you saw how brightly lit them rooms were. The Nintendo scored feature in MK will be better with proximity chat. Oh my god, if they had proximity chat in Mario Kart, let me drive past you and hear you fade into the background. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. But you better not fade away from me. I better not hear you fade. You need to hear me fade. You don't need to fade, okay? Or like, you can only fade because I passed you. I want to cackle while I piss people off. I'm not trying to see my friends when I'm playing Mario Kart. You don't want to see the hate on my face if I get hit with a blue turtle shell. Exactly.
play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
No, this Splatoon looks so bad.
Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide
No.
your own rules for
You
a
don't need to
retro
see me
game
crash out
competition.
in real
Or
time.
hold a sports competition between
Not on
families.
Twitch. Y'all already saw me crash out
All
over Mario
together,
Party once.
Anytime, anywhere. Game chat.
The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
What is that resolution? Because it's giving
A
360.
Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat. However, since we'd like as many people as possible to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Oh, we're gonna get like a little under a
Additionally,
year of having
Game
it
Chat
for
supports the Nintendo
now.
Switch Parental Controls app.
Now, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Y'all saw that we. The console doesn't come out until June. Why would you only allow people to have it for free for less than a year? Like, why can't we have it for free from the day the console comes out for the first year? Like what is the point in starting this free trial now, essentially, when people can't even use it? Like, why, what, whose idea was that? I have so many questions about people's ideas.
And different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
I do like
We'd like to
that.
introduce
I like that a
another new
lot. Like, you
experience you
shouldn't
can
just
share
be
with
able to
family
hop
and
in and talk to strangers. Because there are a lot of
On
kids that
Nintendo
have
Switch,
Switches.
even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here, even games that
This is what I have so many questions about, and I'm gonna be so honest with you. It is already going around that games are gonna start costing $80. Mario Kart is listed as $80. Now Donkey Kong is listed at $70. If you go on Best Buy has the two games listed. Best Buy also has the pre-order date because the Nintendo website, the last time I checked, which was about 3 hours ago, still, didn't have any info. Best Buy has the pre-order start and it has the price of the accessories and the price of the games. Mario Kart is $80. Donkey Kong is $70. Those are the only two exclusives that we know officially have a date for, which is probably why they're the only ones that we know how much they're going to cost. I think that Game Share is the reason that some of these games are going to cost more. I would also like to get the bundle. because I also do not want to pay $80. I almost feel like they did that on purpose too. I almost feel like they're trying to get people to buy the bundle, and that's why it's listed individually as $80. I feel like they're trying to get people to buy the bundle, and that's also why the game has cost $80, because nobody can buy the game without buying the console. They can't. Point blank period. Nobody can buy the game without buying the console. And $80 is wild. But I do think that game share is going to be a big part of why this game costs $80. I could be wrong. I genuinely could be wrong. Like, do not quote me on that. But I also could be right. I also could be right. I think game share is going to be real clutch. I was trying to explain it earlier. I wasn't doing the best job explaining it like over the phone, but I think it's going to be really clutch. But I feel like some of these games are going to cost more because they're accounting for losing out on that digital money. Because if I remember correctly, I think you can share for up to 2 weeks, but I don't know if it's like you can only share like forever. Like I could only share Mario Kart with you for 2 weeks and I can never share it again. Or if it's I can share it with you for 2-week intervals as long as I want to. Like that's what I don't know. The fans were gonna abuse they really were. They really were. Let's see. I'm rocking and knowing, which if y'all didn't know, the pre-order date is April 9th. And if you pre-order at Best Buy, they're going to be doing some late night orders or like late night pickups starting like that Thursday. They're gonna have stores opening at midnight. It's like I can't even remember the last time like something so big came out that they had to do like late night opening so that people could get it. Is $330? Is that the? But it's region law. Is that the like translation of yen? That it's $330 when you convert the yen to a US dollars? Oh, hi Mark. Yes, it is the Switch too. Is a month after the release as well. W name. What game? Right now they're not talking about a game. They're talking about game share. I'm gonna press play in a second. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. I bought my Steam Deck OLED. Is top tier. Is doing trade-ins for the. They are. GameStop is doing trade-ins for the Switch too. I can't trade my Switch in because I have a Splatoon Switch and I don't. Y'all know me. Normally I'm up here trading in everything, and I really don't want to trade in my Splatoon 3 Switch. It's so pretty. But I don't need 2 Switches. But I don't want to trade in my Splatoon 3 Switch. I wish, for once, I wish I had a basic bitch Switch. $80 to $90. No. Teddy, are we saying $80 to $90 in US dollars? Because I know that the original screenshot of how much games were going to cost was in euros, and it was 90 euros, but people thought it was USD, and they were like $90. So you better not be saying 80 to 90 US dollars. 80 US dollars better be the most expensive I ever see a game that I do not purchase. Because I would like to emphasize Donkey Kong is only 70. Only 70 is wild. But Donkey Kong is $70. They saying it's the tariffs. Oh, but you know what? I think physical games are supposed to be more expensive. I do think No, because for for Best Buy, the games are listed 80, 70, and 80. The games are listed 70 and 80. They probably will. I just don't think they have anything listed on their website yet. They're probably going to come out with different skins for the Switch too. You still got the Switch Lite. That's why you still got your OG Switch. It's 70 to 80. Yeah, I think it's 70 to 80 here. Like, not no 90. I know when people saw 90, it was euros. And people were losing their minds. And that could be the setup for GTA to be 100 when it dropped. Look, I promise y'all this. I'm not paying $100 for GTA. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. If somebody would like to gift me GTA to the community, then sure, I'll play it. But I've been a GTA watcher all my life. I've been the person who sits next to somebody with the cheat book and watches them do the tomfoolery, and that person was normally my father. I have never been a GTA player. I have never really wanted to be a GTA player. I'm too busy playing 100-hour-long JRPGs all the time. But yeah, no, I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't got it. I ain't got $100 for GTA. Right now, I'm gonna let y'all know. We gonna hold on to this. $80 and $90 games. Another storefront says $80 to $90 euros. That's what people were seeing earlier. And people were freaking out about them. Physicals are more, right? Which sucks. I love physical games. I prefer buying physical games. I can share them and trade them in. Do you know how much of a discount I got off of Super Mario Party? Whichever Mario Party came out right before Jamboree. Because I traded in that sucky Mario Party that came out when the Switch first came out. That game was like $10. They had such a crazy trade-in value for that Mario Party game that nobody wanted to play that wasn't online. It's rare for Nintendo. It's not a fun fact. That's just a fact, and it's not fun. Nintendo games never go on sale. And if they go on sale by like $10, max $15. I mean, Breath of the Wild is still $60. Mario Odyssey is still $60. Splatoon 2 might still be $60. A new game for the next 4 years, if that is the case. Jeff tweeted 80 for digital. Yeah, that makes GTA seem less outlandish. Canada's like 90 to 100. I feel bad for y'all. I'm so sorry. That's why that shit is gonna be at 80 for a while. 80 forever. I'm gonna have to just be a Fortnite main from now on. If it's free, it's for me. We'll play Marvel Rivals. Tiny $10 bump. That is 68. No! Has been 60 for a long time. Just imagine how long GTA 6. Like, I can't. They never go on sale. They don't know what a sale is. They've never heard the word sale a day in their lives.
To a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with GameShare. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With GameShare, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems, and you can use it with friends via game chat, which we showed earlier.
So you can do online games with other Switch 2 players, but then you can do local games with any Switch player, no matter what kind of Switch you have. So now what? Oh, excuse me, only one person has to own Mario Party? And now we can all play Mario Party? Temporarily? Over the potato internet?
GameShare can only be used with compatible games. This feature
never mind. We only have these games right now. Why wouldn't they put... You know what? I know why they didn't put Mario Party on this list. Do you know how many people would never buy Mario Party if Mario Party was available for Game Share? Also, since when is Super Mario Odyssey multiplayer? No, so if you have a regular Switch and one person has a Switch too, then we can all sit in the room together and play Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. But if we all have a Switch too, then supposedly we can be online together playing Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and only one person has to own the game. The Switch don't even have good internet. We already watched them buffer on screen share. Does not seem to have an OLED screen, so you know they gon'... Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna come out with an OLED version later on. For sure.
Is planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
But why is only Clubhouse Games getting this for free? We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about it. When they bring it up, we're gonna talk about it.
Game Share support is also planned for select games exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Please take a look.
At 7.9 inches,
I do
Switch
really
2
like
has
how
a
the
bigger
console
built-in
looks. I
screen.
think the console
Here's
is
how
great.
that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles. The LCD screen is more vivid.
I'm actually really
and supports
interested in
HDR,
why they chose an
providing
LCD.
more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control.
Oh my
when
god,
playing with
thank
the
you. Because the
Joy-Con
fact
2
that
held
games
horizontally.
required you to press those tiny buttons was annoying.
The left and right sticks are now larger. Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls.
I don't really understand the appeal
By
of this
adjusting
gimmick.
the audio
I
balance
don't.
between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld
I
and
don't.
tabletop modes.
I don't see myself wanting to use them as mice for games.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
I'm really interested in that because, like, my Switch is under my desk.
Even if you don't have a
So,
surround
like,
sound
are you
system,
still going to be able to hear me?
games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
They are,
move
but
it
I
freely,
know they're
like
still
this.
gonna try and like make you do them. I know they added mini games to
In addition to the USB-C port
Mario
found on
Kart,
the bottom of the system,
Mario
there's
Kart,
one
Mario
on top
Party
as well.
So they're gonna try and get you to do it whenever
It's
they
handy
can.
for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Thank you. Thank you to the person who put the charging port on the top. Why would you allow me to put this in tabletop, but not allow me to charge it in tabletop? Whoever's idea it was to put the charging on the top, give them a raise. Give them a raise. Also, whoever's idea this was
comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Now, I feel like the games are going to be bigger because they don't just give you free storage to give you free storage. No, they give you free storage. They give you bigger storage because you're going to need bigger storage. So I have a feeling the games are going to be bigger.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR
I kind of like the
also
rounded off
supported
dock
in
better.
TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Yeah, they said it's going to be faster. Reading and writing data is going to be faster.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
I wish they would give us the list of not supported Nintendo Switch games already. Because I feel like it's going to be like the Nintendo Labo games, but like we don't actually know.
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
I like that they've been doing this.
Here.
I really liked when they did this on the PlayStation
everyone,
5.
Join me inside the game.
There are plenty.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Why is this paid? Why is this a paid digital game? To teach me about your console that I spent $450+ on. Why isn't this just a free demo? Like, when you say paid, because I understand that even when things are free, you still have to pay for them. You still have to pay $0. Why is this paid?
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second
That's
type
wild
is
logic,
compatible
I'm just
games
saying.
that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
We're going to talk
Please
about
take a
this
look.
when this is done. That's when I'm going to give y'all my opinion on it.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is
I just
getting an
noticed they
upgrade
changed
on
the Switch
Nintendo
logo
Switch 2.
because it doesn't slide in place
The
anymore.
upgrade expands on the
So they have to
base
change the
game and
logo.
adds new features, including mouse controls,
See, they already got the mouse controls. I'm turning them off.
audio recognition,
That can stay on.
more expressive rumble,
Turning that off.
and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which
Turning
can be
that off.
accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
I think
You'll
it's
be
cool
able to
that
see
the
each other's
single
faces
camera
as
can
you
get
play,
everybody's
so you
faces.
can experience all the reactions
That's kinda
and
cool.
emotions in real time. Or
Like, actually
4
get
friends
everyone's
can take the
face and
party
separate it.
online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, go, and compete in other minigames using full body movement and sound.
These minigames are cute.
Take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're
Yoshi didn't put his safety bar down.
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
I'm turning it off. I normally turn off the Joy-Con gimmicky games anyway because I don't want to play
There's
them.
a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm. And
That
one
feels
where you
annoying.
Shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini-games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
All right. So this is where I get annoyed once again. And I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on the Switch because I actually do, as a console, I really like what they're doing here, right? I hate this concept of you trying to make more money off of a game that I've already bought. Especially when it comes to like Nintendo games. Like, who are you splitting this money with? This isn't a PlayStation game that's being split with Naughty Dog. Like, who are you? Like, you have the money. You have the money. And you are trying to make more money off of a game that I have already purchased. Now, I can give grace. I can give a little bit of grace to Super Mario Party Jamboree. That is a game that physically cannot happen without a Switch 2. You know what I mean? Physically, you cannot play the expansion, the Switch 2 version, if you don't have a Switch. But like, I hate between like PlayStation and Nintendo doing this. Like, when you just upscale a game and you're trying to charge me $10 more, I'll play the PlayStation 4 version. I don't need the PS5 version that bad. Like, I did not upscale The Last of Us. Y'all know how much I love The Last of Us 2. I didn't upscale it. I still have my PS4 version. That's the only version I ever need. Like, there's no reason. Why am I paying you $10 to upscale it? Why am I especially paying you $10 to upscale it when Microsoft upscales all of their games for free? And I feel like a lot of the times, like, even when they do add content, like, to the games, they're adding something that people don't necessarily want. They might add a game mode. They'll add a game mode that people didn't ask for that doesn't actually add to the game. But it's almost like they throw it in there to justify paying, like, charging you more. This, I can understand. Again, these mini games physically cannot happen without the Switch 2. And it's not just like a little game mode. Like, they actually added like new mini games, new modes, and like this works for a Mario Party. You can add more game modes to a Mario Party that already has multiple game modes. That's what people are looking for. But when you try to add like game modes to a Last of Us so that you can charge $10 more for upscaling it when the game already looks amazing on the PS4. Like, no, bro. Like, you're not getting my $10. You're not getting my $10. But like, The Last of Us 2 also looked amazing on PS4. It did not need to be upscaled for $10 to get $10 more. Is it the original Last of Us? Like, if we talk about, like, because I have every iteration of The Last of Us, right? I have the original PS3 version. I have the original PS4 version. And when it comes to the original game, I do have the PS5 version. The PS5 version does look better because the game was originally made for PS3. And then it was remastered for PS4. And then they added the weapon upgradability from The Last of Us 2. They added that to The Last of Us 1. But The Last of Us 2, which literally came out towards the end of the PS4 game cycle, which looked amazing on a PS4. That game looked stellar by itself. There's upscaling that you can do, but like, come on now. Like, some of the games that they're upscaling already looked upscaled on PS4s. The upgrade is worth $10 in your opinion. I'm still not paying for it. That game also looked amazing on the PS4. I'm not paying for it. Is that unless this fails, the entire industry is going to raise prices again? They are. Hi, Udoku. When people started charging $70, I spoke out on it saying there was nothing that got more expensive, but people were like, they need to pay them workers more. Where are the workers? No, where are the workers? Because even when games are doing well, studios are getting shut down and people are getting let off. Because all the companies who raised prices turned around and fired devs. So, right, where? Let me go buy TGI on Steam real quick. Like, I'm just... No, and that's exactly it. It's gonna raise prices again. And gaming was already something that was expensive, and it's slowly becoming like more, it's becoming a more and more expensive hobby. It's becoming more like, remember when games were like, what, $50? $40? Like, games are so expensive now, like, I don't even remember how much they cost because I black out when I have to buy a game. But then, like, anytime a game is not over $50, I'm like, oh my god, amazing, thank you. Like, it's amazing the second I find a game that's under $50. And I'm excited to get to play it now. Part 2 remake.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath
but
of the Wild
I also think Ghost of Tsushima looked amazing on the
Kingdom
PS4.
Feature enhanced resolution and
but I feel like
rates.
Ghost of Tsushima might have had a free upgrade. Somebody had a free upgrade.
HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
I'm sure this looks
Plus,
amazing.
You can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
Stop making me use the app!
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed.
Why is this on my phone? Why is this not in the game?
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
That's kind of cool. Right. You know, honestly, I might actually finish a Zelda game if I got the Zelda notes.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Might actually finish a Zelda game, who knows?
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land,
now
you'll be
you
able
know
to
this game
enjoy
is
an
going to look
additional
beautiful.
story
Look at them colors.
exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates. This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Hi, Prince Oriko.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Is it Kirby?
Metroid
Oh no,
Prime
they did
4
add
Beyond
more.
will have
Add
both
more
a
games.
Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
This isn't the new Metroid that's coming out, right? This one's already out?
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Now, who is using mouse controls? I need to know.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K.
This is the
at
new
60
one? Okay,
frames per
thank
second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from
Here's
these
the thing,
two
they
modes,
also have
both of
not
which
told
support
us how
HDR,
much these
based on your
upgrades are going to
preference
cost.
and playstyle. Plus, Pokémon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo...
Look. There is no level of upscaling that the Switch can do to what Game Freak does to these games. There is no, like, I watched a video of one of the guys talking about it, and I can't unsee the fact that this is just a PDF of a window that they drew a balcony on, and that's just not actually a balcony. Like, that's just, it's just a PDF of a window. Like, there just is no, absolutely no level of upscaling that can fix a Game Freak game at this point, because I don't know. I need Game Freak to go back to how Pokemon games used to be.
Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo
I don't know if
Switch
they
2
can handle this
edition as
three-dimensional.
well.
Like, it just...
By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw.
It looks
will be
better
available as both
than,
physical
you know, the
and
last
digital
games,
versions.
but that's because nobody has played it yet. Because them glitches in the last Pokemon game was not
Switch
good.
version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
They're actually going to talk about that. I do not understand the obsession with the mouse controls. But this game looks really cool and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm here for this game. Not even gonna hold you. This might be the only game that makes me want to use the Joy-Cons as a mouse. Get it. Get it. Get it. But it also kind of looks like it's kind of hard. Do you put your hands up to block? Do you actually put your hands up to block? I need someone to do that for me. Oh! Right, it's giving Rocket League, but I really like it. Oh, come on! With a little spin off the side?
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual
Rocket
mouse
League
controls.
wheelchair edition. Mark,
Next,
please.
here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need.
Isn't that the tree? The something tree? I have this game and I only played it 2 times.
The rays of grace.
I literally bought it to play it with my man and we played once. And I don't have the patience.
I have no doubt you will become elder.
No, I actually think this Switch is gonna be powerful enough to play
the throne.
Elden Ring. I mean, it can do 1080 HDR up to 120 FPS, 4K
hey,
if
I'm
it's
Greg Kasavin
docked.
from Supergiant Games.
Like,
here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first episode introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to
I'm so excited for Hades 2. I love Hades.
You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game
Hades is amazing. And I normally don't even play these styles of games, but I really like it.
Later this year.
I really like it.
ストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦は
Oh dang! Street Fighter on Switch?
だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンを、さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒に Switch 2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
I don't know if I like the new logo. The slide just looked so good. This like clapping thing, it does not flow right.
Who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose.
A new Zelda game? Is this a new Zelda game?
War was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the imprisoning war.
New Zelda
Perhaps
again.
You truly have traveled back in time.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Wait, what do you mean? Because I thought Breath of the Wild led into Tears of the Kingdom. I'm so confused. No, just actually remake Link's Awakening, but make it look like this. Didn't we have a Hyrule Warriors? Didn't we have something like that? Am I tripping?
That
Is it just
was
me?
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward
Zelda
to the untold
Dynasty
story of
Warriors
the
2,
Imprisonment
please.
Warrior, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
That's what I have, but I
take
have
a
the
look at
family
this.
one. She was the actual hero in Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you, because y'all know I
Nintendo
didn't
Switch
finish Breath of the
Online
Wild.
Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game
What's the
library
servers looking like?
exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda? The
Didn't
Wind
have
Waker.
this for my GameCube.
Transcending history and the world. A tale of souls and swords eternally retold. In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world of white-knuckle racing at speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour. 30 machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Oh wow, look at that!
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original
That's
releases.
something I need. I have this membership and I never take advantage of this. I never play any of these older games that I actually enjoyed playing when I was a kid.
More titles will be added in the future.
Super Mario Sunshine! Pokemon Coliseum!
Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, launches the same day as the hardware's release. And
I already have
a
this
dedicated
membership.
controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat.
How many people are actually gonna buy this?
Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Came out in 2001.
Whether you're familiar with the games
so I was 9.
or haven't
when the
played them
console came out, I was 9.
We hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube.
I know some people really like the GameCube controller.
Of course, you can continue to play select games from the
Don't
systems
really
shown here
remember
on
the
Nintendo
GameCube
Switch 2.
controller, like not in a handheld way that
let's
like
see
made
some more
it
games
feel
from publishing and
better
development
than a regular controller. But like I know some people really like the GameCube controller, which is probably why they officially brought it back.
Here's the first look.
What in the Cult of the Lamb, but with bullets?
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return.
Oh, ew.
We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
It literally looks like Cult of the Lamb, but with bullets. Run, little demon carrot! This is cute. That's not cute. These are Pikmin? Why did I? Oh, okay. Star Seeker. I was like, I thought Pikmin were the little things with the thing and the. No, the other game. Got you. Got you.
From CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to
Yo,
bring the
Cyberpunk
immersive world
2077
of the
on a
Nintendo
Switch
players
is
for the first
crazy.
time. Cyberpunk 2077
That game could barely
is
work on a
open-world
console.
action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2,
I know they fixed it, but it's crazy that it's gonna be on a Switch. I still have not played this
Get ready
game.
to meet unforgettable characters and discover
At launch, look, I know they fixed it, but it will always be the game that didn't work at launch. I'm so sorry.
On launch day.
I know it's a perfectly fine game right now.
の浜口です。Nintendo Switch 2で
Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to a Switch 2 before it becomes to Xbox is crazy.
ミッドガル脱出までを描いて
Crazy.
3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上
Hey, y'all not even getting the new one.
再創作された新しい
Y'all getting the
を
one that came
体験い
out
ただきます。
in 2020.
Switch 2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
Sonny gonna buy it again. Every time they re-release Final Fantasy VII, Sonny buys it. He has both games for PC, he has both games for PlayStation. He's going to have it for Switch. He will pre-order a Switch 2 just so that he can have Final Fantasy VII Remake when it is available. It does look like the PS4 version. And you know what? Hold on a second because I'm gonna speak my piece because I feel like the only game that actually did these like this upgrade correctly like charging a little bit more for an upgrade correctly was Final Fantasy VII, because they looped the upgrade in with the DLC. So they actually charged you for something that you wanted and then said, here's a little upgrade as well. Instead of being like, here's an upgrade and now we're going to charge you for something that you didn't ask for. Like, everybody, they knew what they were doing. So like, that is the one instance of paying for an upscale that I will co-sign, because when you really think about it, you didn't pay for the upscale. You paid. Yep, they made it free. That's what I thought. I thought they made it free. I knew there was something about Intergrade that was free. But then I had to go pay for it, and I was like, I'm so confused, but I'm going to pay for it anyway, because that's where I was. It doesn't matter, because I bought it mad late. I bought it right before Rebirth came out. But yeah, they made it free, and they bundled it in with the DLC. So you got the DLC, and then you got an upgrade. Instead of getting an upgrade and getting a DLC you didn't ask for. That has nothing to do with the game that you're playing, and is in a game mode that you wouldn't have played to begin with. Yeah, it was like $20. I remember that. Oh, this is cute! I want this game! I'm not even a cozy game person. Like, my cozy game is Metaphor. A cozy game is a game that stresses me out. But that Witch Brook looked really cute. No, I will not turn off. No one ever listens to me. Nobody ever listens to me. What do I speak for? But I also just don't really like change that much.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
This being the last game that they show really kind of surprised me, if I'm being honest.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
Did she put that on his hand when she touched his hand? Oh, dead. You've been thinking about that too much today? If she put that symbol on his hand when she touched his hand? This is giving Bloodborne. Was the mark already there? Same brain, same birthday, same brain. This is honestly giving Bloodborne, and y'all do not understand how much Bloodborne boils my blood. Or did she like place a spell on him when she like touched it? Like I don't know. It sounded like she was putting a spell on him. Oh no, they can keep that. Nope, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need it. You know, sometimes you watch these showcases and there's games that aren't meant for you, and this is one of those games.
As befits the soon to depart.
I pray that
It's
you
just
are
one of those
able,
games. It's not meant for me.
carrier of
Boo-boo,
blood.
and that's fine. It really does look like Bloodborne. If I was a Bloodborne fan and I was waiting for Bloodborne 2, like, I'd be pissed. Like, give me my game.
The moon tears will flow for one,
Like, that looks like the axe that you use in Bloodborne and everything.
and one alone.
And then you, like, extend it. And the Dusk Bloods. Are you a Dusk Blood? What was that? A one-winged rat? Only on Nintendo Switch 2?
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software.
Did From Software make
We'll be
Bloodborne?
publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available. That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
What? That timing was terrible. Yeah. Didn't we just get a new Kirby game? And Elden are thank you, Zadie. I appreciate that. Dang, so they really say y'all not getting Bloodborne 2, but here's some Dusk Bloods. So now we gotta pick which racing game we want. If we want to be racing with Mario or if we want to be racing with Kirby. Look, y'all better pick up front. I'm not getting both
Kirby
games now
Air Ride,
because one
which
person want to
originally
race with
released on the
Kirby.
Nintendo
Like, y'all
GameCube
gotta
system
figure it
over
out.
20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
The last trailer? I definitely thought Dusk Bloods was the last one. Look, we can barely afford Mario Party in this economy. Or Mario Kart in this economy. Y'all better pick one. You better flip a coin or something. You got no. I got Kirby Air Riders. You got Kirby Air Riders money? Oh, I forgot about Donkey Kong. I forgot about Donkey Kong. Yeah, I forget about this game. This is the only other exclusive that like actually has a date. It does look fun, and I've never played a Donkey Kong game. Man, he said, forget your platform. If I don't want this rock to be here, I'ma break you. Right, he look kind of tough. Like, this looks like if I were to start playing like a Donkey Kong game, like this looks like it would be a fun one to start with. Because I feel like, weren't they mostly like side-scrolling like platformers like Mario? Isn't that how they... Well, I know that's not how they started or how the character started. Like, that actually does look like fun.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart
Y'all
World.
know that bundle is gonna go fast. That's what everybody's gonna try to pre-order
Please check
first.
the official Nintendo Switch 2 website.
Because nobody wants to
which
pay
goes live
$80
later
for
today.
Mario Kart.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
All right, everyone, and that was the Nintendo Direct. That was them announcing the Switch 2. I feel like we spent way more time talking about games and seeing games, but I get it. They want you to know that, like, there's a lot coming to the Switch 2. There's a lot. I also feel like showing us the types of games coming to the Switch 2, like types of third-party games, really just shows like, hey guys, like we up this performance. Like we upped this console, because you can only get so much from like the Nintendo like the actual like first party like Nintendo games. The first party games always ran smooth, never had an issue. But like I was just talking about this, like when I played Little Nightmares 1 on the Switch, I was like, I will never get a third-party game on my Switch ever again. I don't care if it's on sale. I don't care what's going on. I will never get it. Because the load times were atrocious. Those load times should have been illegal. And I died way too many times for how long it took the screen to like load me back into the game. So I feel like having such a strong emphasis on third-party games, especially like heavy third-party games, like Hogwarts Legacy is heavy, Cyberpunk is heavy. Having such an emphasis on all of these third-party games coming to Switch just, I think, further shows that, yo, this is going to be like upgraded hardware. It is going to be able to handle more. Like, yes, we told you a little bit about what it can do, but like we're showing you by telling you like these titles are guaranteed to come and they're guaranteed to come soon. So overall, I'm a lot more impressed. I mean, I'm not surprised that we don't have stuff like battery life and you know, more in-depth, you know, specifications. I'm sure that's on actually no, I do know it's on the website. You can look up that kind of information on the website now. But like I'm a lot more impressed than I was initially. I'm not too happy about some of the little ways in which they're trying to make, you know, more money. I don't agree with paying for, you know, visual upgrades for games. I don't agree with games being $80, and it is confirmed that Mario Kart is going to be $80 and Donkey Kong is going to be $70. That is what is shown on the Best Buy website. Best Buy also shows all of the accessories that are going to be available for the Switch too. So yeah, I mean, pre-orders go up on March 9th. Pre-orders go up on April 9th. Console comes out June 5th. And yeah, all I gotta say is if you're trying to pre-order, you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's, man, because everybody and they mamas between and I don't even think we know all of the entities that are doing pre-orders. We definitely know GameStop because GameStop has trade-in value. We definitely know Best Buy because Best Buy has it listed on their website. But even Nintendo, when you go to see like how to order, they make you sign up for emails. And they're like, oh, we'll email you all the information. They're basically putting everybody on a mailing list. But everybody's going to be gunning for that version that comes out with Mario Party. Or I keep saying Mario Party. Mario Kart. Because why pay $80 for Mario Kart when you could only pay $50 if you bundle it with your Switch too? So if you're trying to pre-order a Switch, I know I was very critical like throughout the video, but I am a lot more content and a lot more impressed with the changes that they have been making. There's just some things I think money-wise I don't necessarily agree with, and that's fine. We don't all have to agree. We don't all have to spend our money the same way. It's just $80 for a game is a lot. It's especially a lot for, I think everything about this console is a lot for something that really is geared towards like families and kids. Like I know that the sole purpose of the Switch isn't for families and kids, but like we can't negate the fact that like there are a lot of families that have multiple Switches. Like the Switch really did kind of replace the Game Boy in the sense of like that childlike console, which is why there's the Switch Lite and the regular Switch and the OLED and the 2. Like it for me personally, I feel like it replaced my Game Boy. That's kind of what I loved about it when it was first announced. I love the fact that I'm like, oh, I can have my handheld like console like my Game Boy again, but then I can also dock it and play it on my TV. And the first probably like 2 years that I had my Switch, I predominantly played docked I predominantly played handheld sitting in my bed because I loved playing handheld that much and I took it with me everywhere that I went. So you know, it's asking a lot, and I do like the idea of the game sharing. I kind of wish they would go a little more in depth about that. Like, how is that really going to work? Like, what are the limitations of game sharing? I think they mentioned it in one of their other directs, but it would have been nice for them to like go in depth on this one. But yeah, like I think that's the price of this is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, especially for those households where they have multiple kids and multiple Switches. Like, I don't know what y'all are gonna do in that one. This might have to be the family Switch because you only have to upgrade one. You only need one Switch 2 to do the game share. You can game share with other Switches. But yeah, no, like that's probably just the price of it is the most difficult part. It's I feel like we really like went to a point where I would not be surprised if every year there's a new child who is getting to that age of being able to be preoccupied by video games. And as a result, I think that every year, every Christmas, every birthday, there are children getting Switches. You know what I mean? So you increasing the price by like $250, like that's a lot. I think it was increased by like, what is the Switch, like $350? Yeah, like $300. Okay, so they're raising the price by like $150. Yeah, like I said, $150, like $200. Like that's a lot. It's a lot of money. And then for the people who have Switch Lites, that's increasing it by like $250 to $300. So the Switch 2 by itself is $450. But what people are going to be trying to buy is they're going to be trying to get the bundle, because if you bundle it with Mario Kart, it's $500. And remember, Mario Kart costs $80. So if you bundle it, it's going to be $50. So that if you know that's what you want, get ready to fight for it. I genuinely feel like we're going to be fighting in these pre-orders for that bundle. And like, not to say that $350 isn't a lot of money. I think the OG Switch was $300. But like $300 was a lot easier to, at least to me mentally, in my mental mind, it was a lot easier for me to spontaneously spend $300 than it feels like to spend $5. Because I definitely was not planning on getting a Switch when I got mine. I just kind of lucked into finding a store that still had some in stock. And they only had 3, and I was just like, I had probably a solid 5 minutes to think about whether or not I wanted one of those 3 Switches while somebody was buying one. I had 5 minutes, and I probably gave it 2 and said, get it, because there's nobody else has them. Nobody else is selling them. Yeah, so let's get ready to fight. Like I said, we already know GameStop, they're doing trade-ins for your Switches. I will not be trading in my Switch. I don't know if you guys I don't know how many of you guys know. Ugh. Like I have the Splatoon 3 like Switch. It has like Splatoon print and stuff on it. So I have this one, and I don't want to trade that in. Even though normally I don't hesitate to trade in technology, I don't really want to trade in my Switch. So I will not be trading it in for this one, sadly. But I think they're doing like $125, $175, something like that for trade-ins at GameStop. I'm positive Best Buy normally does really good trade-ins as well. They just don't have anything on their website listed yet, so I'm sure they'll be doing it too. Yeah, so if you guys like this video, I really hope that you will subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, leave me a comment down below if you're going to be trying to pre-order a Switch as well, and I'll catch you guys at the next video.